Hello ladies and gentlemen, yes, Exec here again today to bring you another episode of Indie Crunch, and today we're looking at Mustache Armies. And this is another Ludum Dare game. This is actually for the Game Jam though, I think, which means it's made in 72 hours to the theme of minimalism by Turbo Dindon. I don't know what else they've made, but I've had a lot of fun with this game so far. And it apparently is telling me to get some other programs. And you have to defeat this entire army over here. And as you can tell, I'm currently a single guy with a single gun, and they have the exact same units as me. So it's going to be a tiny bit difficult. Anyways, so like I said, your objective is to destroy the entire army that you just saw it scroll by. Well, actually, first I'll start with what I like about this game before I instantly start complaining about everything, being a dick about it. And what I like most about this game is that it is actually fairly high production value. And as you can tell, I'm actually losing fairly quickly already, but that doesn't matter for a reason you will see shortly. And actually, this game reminds me of a lot of a game that I've only heard mentioned, and I think I heard it mentioned by Northern Lion at some point, and it was kind of a Contra-type game, where all your ghosts follow behind you and do the exact same thing you did. So here you have it, here is my ghost who is following there, and as you can tell, he has real bullets and is getting real kills. Now, I can't tell if I'm the only one being shot at. I'm pretty sure the case is yes, I am the only one being shot at. As you can tell, I now have $200, which is a huge plus. So I'm just going to stand here and get as many shots off as possible before I die, which isn't too many. Sometimes it's actually better to die in this game early, because now I can use this katana guy who has a lot of speed and who kills these characters in a single hit. So now I have one round of him going. And now I will get a second round of him and get more money even faster. Now I'm having missiles launch at me kind of early here compared to what I had before, but I did manage to kill that guy in the very back, so let's go with another sword guy here. And this time I will kind of just sort of target the little guys to see if I can get a lot of them at a time. And now I instantly get to go to this tank machine gunner. Now, one of my complaints about this game is actually that it doesn't cooperate very well with multiple screens, especially when you get to a unit that can actually aim in any direction except for straight forward. Now, this is on the right most of my screens instead of the leftmost, which does help a bit, but not as much as I would like. So let's see if I can get... No. Apparently I suck too much. Let's go with another swordsman here. He will run along the bottom, and like I said, I'm going to focus mostly on these small guys here and try to get as many as possible, as fast as possible. And the fact that I got so far there is actually really going to help out in the future, because I'll be able to kill a lot of the advanced bullets that are coming for me. Because, as you know, when I get further here, it's going to get much harder. Like I said, it gets very interesting. You can afford new and different units almost every time. And this time I am using a bazooka guy, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, they also trigger people to fire earlier, so I didn't do as well as I should have done there. I need 800 to get the bazooka, so let's go ahead and go for one more swordsman here. There we go. Get him dead early. Maybe kill this bazooka guy. No, I don't have enough health to do that, but I did get 920, which allows me to get my first bazooka man. And the great thing about these bazooka guys is actually that they have pretty far range, so if you just fire a bunch of shots at levels where you know people are going to be, it is likely going to hit them even if those people are dead. So all in all, I'd have to say this is one of the best units. You can also kill the most people, or you can also kill the most people? I don't know what I'm talking about. So basically they're the longest lasting units. Well, no matter what you do, you'll end up seeing their shots fired even far in the future. So it's always good to have lots of bazooka guys hanging around, is what I'm trying to get at. Oh man, that guy went flying off the screen. Another thing I really like about this game is, well, I actually like and dislike, because I'm kind of bad at this game, so it takes me a long time to beat anything. And so what I like and dislike about it is the sound design and how it layers as you layer people. Anyways, I got killed by that tank there, but I can afford another bazooka man. But I'm not sure if I want to. I'm actually going to hang back with this gunner for a little bit. For some reason I didn't start full health. Maybe I got hit by something that was in the last game. Oh, that's actually our own bullet. So I'm going to hang back a bit, and these guys can make me all the money, so going to just allow them to do that. So you can tell this doesn't actually have a very long firing range, so I keep getting hit by things that can hit me from afar, basically. But I can change levels as I normally can. Unfortunately, I died early, but now I can go with tanks. And the difference between tank and what I've been using so far is that tanks can actually aim directly. So I can just sort of head forward, and they also have a lot of health. Anyways, I guess now you can see what the point of the game is, and it's kind of cool. Or I think it's kind of cool. So, at this point you can make your own informed decision. What I like about it, sound design until it gets boring, and anyways, because eventually there's just too much sound going on at any given time. Now if I can get this tank forward and actually kill this tank, I can probably get a fair amount of kills off here, because every enemy you kill of course gives you money. So I managed to get a bit off. Let's actually go with another gunner here. So gunners are great for just hanging back and not doing too much, because eventually you have to kind of hang back and not do too much because it makes you more money. And I kind of want to head for a helicopter next, and that costs 3,000. So I've almost taken you through every unit of the game. Of course, in the description I will have a link to this game, but so far this has probably been one of my favorite Ludum Dare games, maybe below title subtitle in terms of how good it is, or maybe how well it sticks to the concept. So I need 1,000 more. So if I go ahead and spend 300, I think I should be able to raise another 1,000. Now, still want to avoid taking damage. I think these clones actually do draw aggro from further away, which is kind of too bad because it causes me to take more damage faster. Let's try to get this bazooka guy down as fast as possible. The enemy bazookas seem to be a lot less fair than yours. They seem to be heat-seeking, but I guess since you have so much mobility, they need to have some sort of advantage. So, you know, fair enough. Oh, if I'd actually survived a bit longer, the tank would have gone forward and killed some extra guys. So let's just go for 150 cost here. And I will hang back and then ninja myself forward. Now I'm at 3,000. I get myself a helicopter. One of the main hard parts about this game is actually learning to hang back, because charging forward is easy, hanging back not so easy. And you really should, because your army will take care of all the enemies you've taken care of up to a point. So it's to your advantage to take as little damage as possible up to that point. Now, helicopter, I think, may actually be the best unit in this game. And I know there is one higher tier unit, but to be honest, it's just not all that good. Because it can aim, but it can only move forward. And that's that unit you see right there. So let's go up forward here, destroy this helicopter. I should be able to dodge most of the shots. Uh-oh. Come on, I want to kill this helicopter before I go down to the river to pray. Okay, there we go. Not a religious man, but I like that song. There we go. So I'm at 1,600. Unfortunately, I spent a bit too much on this helicopter, and I don't think I did all that much with it, but let's move forward anyways and see what happens. Decided to actually just blow all my money at that point to see if I could get a tank. And I'm almost certain that I'm going to show you, like, not the whole game, but I'm going to cut the episode pretty quick here so I don't quite get to the end. Because at this point it does become a bit repetitive, but I did play and beat it on my first try, and that's not a testament to how bad the game is or how easy it is, it's a testament to how much I enjoyed the game. So I'm going to actually let the helicopter go forward and do the dirty work for a tiny bit, because it will destroy the helicopter for me, which will probably give me a nice big boost in money. Is the helicopter still around? Yes it is. It's gonna hang back. I can't actually help because the tanks aren't very good, don't have very good range, to say the very least. But they do have quite good defense, so if I can finish this off by charging forward and killing maybe this gunner and then maybe this robot. I don't think I'm going to kill the robot, but I can get some damage off on it. So here's the point that I was talking about where bazooka guys become more and more valuable because they can fire so far. Now, I meant to take a bazooka guy, but I apparently just went ahead and invested in the completely wrong class, which, I guess is a huge mistake. Doesn't matter. Well, if you can't tell, I do really enjoy this game. Again, it kind of reminds me, well, actually not again, for the first time, it kind of reminds me of that artist. And I forget what the artist is called, but he draws like... He's very famous for drawing boxes, which sounds like the least interesting artist of all time, but believe me, he's a good artist. He draws boxes in primary colors that are staggered throughout a painting, and I've always been quite a big fan of that artist. I forget what his name is, and I forget what his art style is called too, so I guess I can't really call him one of my favorite artists, can I now? Like, I know who Dali is, but everyone loves Dali. Everyone and their mum loves Dali. So now's probably a good time to kind of like stand back and just fire bazookas into the future. You can see my actual bazooka shots are going off screen, so they're going much further than any of the other shots. So let's get another $800 bazooka guy here. Also, going with the $800 bazooka guys tends to leave you in the plus for money instead of in the negatives like the helicopter did. Apparently I got hit by some bazooka shots there. It becomes a bit hectic as the game goes on. Last time I beat it with 32 soldiers, I think. Can probably do better this time now that I kind of know some stuff. Like right now I know I'm shooting somebody in the middle there, even though I'm not on screen. So that helicopter is still alive. Let's see if I can get some spare shots off on it if I just stand on top of this block. Of course I won't be able to actually see whether it happens or not, but no, I actually need to jump and shoot to hit that. So I've been wasting my time. 4,000. I'm gonna wait until I have 5,000 and then go for that big robot, just so I can show you every class before I end the episode, basically. Uh-oh. Okay, so this time you might notice I'm jump shooting a lot, basically to try to get that helicopter from wherever I can. And as you can see, I'm actually stacking up quite a few bazooka shots, and all these bazooka shots are traveling a fair distance. Quite a fair distance, really. So, probably the best way to do this is actually stand back here and shoot at this level. So, on the way down, get a shot off. I'm probably doing badly here. Or actually, let's just stand here and fire a bunch of shots right into this robot. I think I just turned down my own volume, which I did not want to do. There we go. You got it. So like I said, this is basically guaranteeing that I do more damage to this thing on the bottom in the future, which I guess is more important than taking out that helicopter quickly, and all these shots appear to be missing. Do I have to shoot it in the face? Or is it only anti-infantry? Huh. Don't seem to be able to hit this. Maybe it is glitched out. Let's see if I can get a couple more shots in there. Okay, so now going with the massive robot. With him, I actually cannot... Yeah, sometimes I have a hard time seeing his rockets, especially in the huge swarm rockets, but you can see them as the biggest rockets and the ones that are going rapid fire. Of course, they do not quite have the range of the Bazookaman rockets, but, you know, that's besides the point. They're incredibly powerful otherwise. So this is somebody to do once you have your, like, ground layer of bazookas out, because all your previous bazooka shots will help you out. And I think I am more powerful than this robot here, even at half health. So I should be able to get some good things done here. Get her done, you know, as you'd say if you were making fun of a hick. Or if you were a hick, I don't know. I don't know how accurate that description is of something a hick would say. So actually making quite a bit of progress here, and this will really help me out in the future. But unfortunately, this is the last wave I'm going to show you. I'm pretty much at the end of the game, in all honesty. So it seems like a good place to cut it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll go check out the game. Of course, links in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.